Here's a slim girl secret that nobody talks about. From a certified macronutrition coach who went from this to this and has maintained it.
Hey UST, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Basically like the video because it helps with my algorithm. So in today's video, we'll be talking about slim girl secrets that no one talks about. So I've put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back share my true sense.
Here's a slim girl secret that nobody talks about. From a certified macronutrition coach who went from this to this and has maintained it for the past 7 years. When you're going to any type of social event where there will be food like a wedding or a party, what I and a lot of other women like to do is have something like a protein shake or a protein bar about an hour or more before going to that event. Protein keeps you more full than any other macronutrient, which means when you go to the event, you will not be making decisions out of a place of hunger. You'll be able to make decisions from a clear, conscious mind. Therefore, instead of going out and stuffing your plate with food or going back for seconds or thirds, you'll probably have one plate of food, maybe some dessert, and be good. One of the biggest reasons women tend to overeat at events is because they take the approach of not eating all day to save up their calories for that meal. When they get there, they're thinking with their stomach instead of their mind, which leads to them over-consuming. This is one of many simple hacks that I've implemented to lose over 25 pounds, to help my clients lose a combined over 3,000 pounds. So if you found this helpful, do me a favor and give me a follow. And if you want more help when it comes to achieving and maintaining your weight loss goals without cutting out your favorite food.
All right, here are my quick tips for leaning out in college without living in the gym or overcomplicating it. First of all, keep your meals super simple. Protein, carb, fat. If you're living in an apartment and you can cook your own food, prep these ingredients in advance. That way you can just throw meals together and bring them with you wherever you're going. If you're in the dining hall, same thing. Keep your meals so simple. Grab a protein, grab whole foods, and you're good to go. I would also recommend keeping these high protein meals or at least a high protein snack on you when you're out and about. You don't want to get super starving in between class and end up going for the quick convenient option. It's easier if you have something with you to grab. Second thing is making your workout a non-negotiable. I would work out before class every single day, even when I had 8 a.m. I was in the gym at like 4:35 a.m. just to get that out of the way before my day started and I got busy. Now, you don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn to get your workout in if that's not what works for you, but schedule it in at a time where you know you can show up, and then actually show up. Don't make excuses, just do it. Finally, the biggest tip, and I think what literally transformed my body in college, is simply walking to class. I mean, I didn't even have to try. By walking to class and back a few times a day, I was getting 20,000 steps. Also, take advantage of that while you're in college, because now I'm in post-grad life and I really have to try to hit my step goal. And that's literally it. Keep it simple.
Okay, you want to know the hack to being naturally skinny? It's to reduce stress. Now, there's like scientific evidence like why stress will keep you fat. If you look at a more feminine woman, like long Pilates skinny, like they're probably really feminine and they're not like stressing themselves out all the time. And then if you look at a very masculine woman, like they tend to be more on the fat side. I think that might be a theory, but I think that's pretty correct. But scientifically speaking, why stress makes you fat or keeps you in this loophole of not losing weight or not losing weight long term and being naturally skinny is because your body's always in like fight or flight mode. Like your nervous system is fucking done. So what happens is your body's always perceiving a threat in your environment because you're stressed out. And it could literally be like your mom. Like your mom could be like giving you this tone of stress in your life, and your body perceives that as someone like killing you. Like it's the same thing. So you're in fight or flight. And then what happens is it signals something to the limbic brain, and then it goes all the way down like electromagnetic, something like that. And it goes down your spinal cord and it hits the adrenal glands. Now, the adrenal glands are very important. That's why a lot of people have like burnt out adrenal glands and they have all these issues. It's because their adrenal glands were shot because of stress. So when your adrenal glands are turned on, that gives you adrenaline. So like your pupils will dilate, you know, your salivary juices, like what you do to eat, they're just gonna shut down. Like your body's not in like restore and repair. It's just like someone's about to fucking kill us and it's just your fucking mom. And so what this does is it puts your body out of balance, and your body's just always chronically stressed because anytime it perceives your mom or something in your external environment that always stresses you out, or it could be like stressful thoughts that you have, like I can't pay my bills, I'm too ugly, I don't know. Like when you're not in a congruent, balanced life, you're just tending to be stressed out and your body thinks it's getting chased by a fucking lion. And so what your body's going to do is it's going to store all this trauma, all this stress in your body, and you're always going to be swollen, or you're always going to be fat, or you're always going to have behaviors that contribute to your stress. Like maybe you binge eat, but that's because you're stressed out, and that's just an emotional way for you to not eat. And you'll have all these habits that will continue making you the way you don't want to look, because you just have all this built up inflammation from stress. Like, I will get so bloated and so inflamed if I'm stressed. So like, I'm just in my head like unicorns, ponies, rainbows. Like, I really don't care. I don't want to be stressed. So the less stressed you are, the more likely your body's going to be less swollen, and you're not going to overeat. You're going to be very balanced, and your body's just naturally going to be lean. Obviously, you do have to eat healthy, but not like fucking super healthy.
How to get your dream body and how to get skinny. I promise you, it's super simple. You just need to start moving your body every day. I did my morning Pilates, 16,000 steps. I'm exhausted, but also I'm so inspired, and consistency is a key. You need to push yourself every day if you want to get the results. I don't believe that we should count our calories, but I do believe that we should stay active every day to have the best results.
Here are 3 skinny girl truths I think everyone needs to know. I'm going to give you some tough love, so buckle up, and if you're sensitive, keep scrolling. Number 1, if it has 700 calories and comes in a cup, it's not a drink, it's a dessert. Number 2, protein doesn't fix everything, but it's a good place to start. And number 3, eating whatever you want is only cute if whatever you want isn't 3,000 calories.
I've been getting a lot of questions about how I was able to transform my body. Start from the beginning and I'll take you through my entire journey. This is where I started. I was about 145, 150 pounds. I'm 5'3". Up until this photo, spent my entire life a little bit overweight, insecure, not loving my body, not feeling my best. Weight loss just always felt impossible. I tried it so many times, it never worked for me. Then my freshman year of college, I started my actual weight loss journey. And the first thing I did was download a calorie tracking app, and I still have all the logs. It's so crazy to see this. Obviously wasn't tracking super accurately because I didn't really know what I was doing, but I started just becoming more aware of the food I was eating, and I was realizing that most days I was eating in a surplus without even realizing it. The first 2 months, all I focused on was the calorie deficit, and I would go to the gym and I would just do like 12, 330 on the treadmill. I was terrified of the weight room. Like 3 months go by, I'm down like, I don't even know, like 5 to 10 pounds. I became skinny fat. I remember thinking on this trip to Mallorca, I felt so deflated, skinnier, but it wasn't where I wanted to be. Is when I discovered the magic of hitting your protein goal and hitting the weight room. Not my goal weight yet. So the next like 4 or 5 months, followed a workout split, and then I would just walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes after. I was super focused on hitting my protein goal, hitting my calorie deficit, going to the gym, and weightlifting. This 4 to 5 month period transformed my body. This is how I looked a few months later. And when I got to this point, I honestly was happy with my body, but I had been in a calorie deficit for so long that I kind of forgot how to live my life normally. This photo was taken, I knew I didn't have a good relationship with food at that point, so I took a month off from the gym, a month off from dieting, and just let myself eat whatever I want, show myself that I could eat these foods again normally. And that worked great. I started eating normal foods, I started working out again. I was still stuck in this binge and restrict cycle. So I would restrict, I would like be so good, and a night would come and I would fucking eat 5,000 calories in one sitting. I'd wake up the next morning, feel guilty, overdo cardio, over restrict, and the cycle continued. It wasn't until this past year, my junior year of college, where I locked in on having balance and having my dream body and also living my life at the same time. I actually look better now than I did last summer. All the weight in my legs and my glutes. Now I'm cutting again for the summer, but I am honestly so happy with how I look. Honestly, I don't even really want to lose any more weight. I'm just trying to stay active, stay lean. A lot of you asked me like, did you bulk? Did you cut? I really didn't. I think this past junior year, I did eat more than I was my sophomore year of college. Put on some weight, but a lot of it became muscle. And now I'm just like super lean, super muscular. I love my legs, I love my glutes, and I'm so happy with where I'm at right now. So if you ask me how long did it take, in total it's been about 3 years, but it really only took me 7 months to lose all the fat.
I'm gonna tell you everything that I did in order to lose weight back then. I'm gonna tell you which ones I still do, which ones I don't do anymore, and which ones I added recently. Number 1, intermittent fasting. I was doing it every single day religiously. I don't do it anymore except when I have cheat days. The next day I will do a long fasting after eating bad. Number 2, calorie deficit. And this is the main thing, by the way. I am kind of still in a calorie deficit,
But the days I do glutes and lower body, I am on a slight calorie surplus. Surplus. Number 3, no processed food. Back then, the first 6 months, I went zero processed food for those 6 months, and it's why I dropped weight so quickly. Now, hell yeah, 20% of what I eat is processed food. I enjoy it. I love it. Number 4, eating until you're not hungry anymore. I still do it. You should never be full, like you're about to explode. You should eat until you're not hungry anymore. Number 5, working out on empty stomach. Back then, since I wasn't lifting as heavy because it was the beginning of my journey, it was very easy to work on an empty stomach and I was burning hella calories. Now, I only do it maybe when I work out core or I do cardio or something, but no, every other day, I need my breakfast, I need something heavy, I need some carbs to take me there. Number 6, good sleep. Oh my God, if you know me, I'm such a grandma with that. To me, it's such a priority to sleep. I never go anything under 7.5 hours. Sleep is so important for muscle growth and fat loss. Number 7, count calories. At the beginning of a journey, I recommend to count your calories. Use an app or use ChatGPT or something because you need to understand what it is that you're doing wrong, how much you have to take off, how much you need to add if you want to gain muscle. So yes, back then I was doing it until I got used to it. To when I learned food, then I don't need to do it anymore, and now I don't do it. The next one will be no alcohol. I went 6 months, probably longer, without no alcohol, without a drop of alcohol. Now, occasionally I have a cocktail when I go to a dinner, and I get drunk maybe like every 5 months. Okay, the next ones are the ones that I recently started doing and I'm probably gonna continue doing forever. Will be body sculpting with the wood things. Amazing. Gets rid of excess water. Immaculate. The next one will be 12-3-30, which is the incline walking. Amazing, because if you're trying to lose fat while gaining muscle, I think this is the best form of cardio, in my opinion. And the last one will be 10,000 steps a day, which are easy for me to achieve because of my job, but it's not a huge priority. I do it only maybe 5 days out of the week. And okay, that's it. Let me know in the comments which one you want me to do a separate video on so I can go into detail and explain it thoroughly. And that's it. Thank you, bye.
What's up, gamers? So I went out to eat yesterday twice. I went out to lunch with my boyfriend, and then later we went out with my brother and another one of our friends to a Korean barbecue all you can eat dinner. And somebody commented, how do you like always go out to eat, and how are you always eating your sweet treats and whatnot, and you stay so lean? Like, you're just not showing us the truth, you're not being honest. And let me tell you, I did go out to eat and I did eat, but the thing is, like, I'm still figuring it out. I don't like go out to eat and I'm fully like, let me just eat everything. That's not how it works. I'm 20 years old. I'm figuring this out. But what I do is, before I would literally just be like, oh my God, calories, I'm going out to eat, like I'm stressed. And now I'm like, I have full trust in my body. Like, I'm just listening to my body. Food is, I always talk about this, but food is a pleasurable experience. So when it starts hurting my stomach, even if it tastes good, I really try to lock in on, like, there's so many senses that go into it, it's not just all taste. Like, I want to feel good. And I did, like, when you go out to eat, it's so much harder to control, you're not the one cooking, everything has oils, there's marinades, like, sometimes I also just say, I'm not gonna feel my best. I'm not cooking a meal at home, like, it's not me, I'm not gonna feel my best, but I want memories as well. Like, I hadn't seen this friend that we went to in a long time, and it's not like I do prioritize feeling good all the time, but I knew that I wanted to go out to eat, so I probably wasn't gonna feel my best. And like this morning, I did feel a little bloated. I didn't feel locked in, you know what I'm saying? But that is life. I don't want to always just eat at home every second of the day and never see friends and go out to eat and experience things. So it's a little bit of a sacrifice, but also at the same time with that, I can still go out to eat because I trust my body. And before, like, I'm still learning. It's not always like I go out to eat and I just, like I said, like, I'm just, okay, 100% gonna be skinnier when I go home, It is an art, like, not an art, but I'm working on it, So I just focus on the fact that I trust my body, and I'm just gonna trust my body, and I'm gonna have no fear, because what you think about and what you worry is like what you're manifesting. If you're like creating all these food rules all the time, then you're just gonna be constantly focused on food, So I just let it all go and I release it. I'm going out to eat, I'm seeing my friends, I'm gonna have a good time, I'm gonna eat slow. I'm gonna taste the flavors and move on. Before, I would be like trying to like sit there with them, like just eating as much, and then I'd probably overeat at one point during the dinner and then just decide, fuck it, I'm eating everything and just eat. But like, I tried every single one of the meats. I tried them all. And then I got vegetables and I ate the vegetables. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just proud of myself that I'm able to do that. And it's still hard. It's still sometimes like, do I want to go out? Like, I do have that thought for a second in the back of my head because those are the previous thoughts. And then I always say, no, you're going out, you're living your life. Because what's the point of being alive and like having a perfect body in your head if you never use that body? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, ask some questions in the comments. I kind of want to respond because I just get so many DMs about it and I feel like it's easier to respond to you guys. This is an example breakfast of what I'm eating to stay lean year round. I intuitively eat. I don't count my calories. I just love eating healthy. It really makes me feel my best. This is fully what I crave. So for breakfast today, I've already eaten some of it, but I had 2 hard-boiled eggs. I have a little bit of steak, which I cooked in a bit of olive oil, avocado, green beans, cottage cheese, and a sweet potato with maple syrup, just a little bit, peanut butter, banana, and cinnamon, and then raspberries. And I literally have a beet on here because I have a couple beets and I've just been eating them. This plate is so colorful. It's so good. It's gonna keep me full and satiated. I have carbs, proteins, and fats. And as a woman, I've been prioritizing eating more fats. It's helped my skin. It's helped me stay full longer. It helps with food noise. I did deal with binging for a long time. That was from not prioritizing fats. And like in my head, like I would have a little bit of peanut butter or something, but like I'm good. And then be hungry in 5 minutes because I didn't actually have real carb, protein, fat at each meal. That's why I like to prioritize it so much to feel my best. I eat slow. Yeah, I really am trying to enjoy everything. I had a side salad, but I just put like sriracha, some oil and vinegar. That's good for stabilizing my blood sugar. I try to eat that before I eat my main course. Yeah, it's just a little bit of everything. If you have carbs with your meals and you pair it with a protein and a fat, it's gonna keep you full longer. If you just eat carbs, you might be hungry. If you just eat protein by itself, you might be physically full, but in fucking 5 minutes, you might be starving again mentally. There is a reason why you need carbs, proteins, fats, and vegetables, fiber. There is a reason for everything. So don't take out one macronutrient. I don't know, this is just what works for me. I'm eating slow, but so good. It's so good. And I love eggs. Like, something I've been doing recently is I used to look at things like avocado, like, okay, fat. The macronutrient itself is a fat, but I mean, like, I just automatically thought, like, okay, I'm gonna get fat. And now I literally look at an avocado and think, okay, I'm gonna be full. Like, I need that on my plate. I need peanut butter. I need that. Rewire your brain. Yes, this might be more calories because I have the egg yolk and the avocado and the peanut butter, but it's gonna just keep me feeling good and it's gonna make me go on more walks throughout the day. It's gonna make me not go on more walks, but you know what I mean? Like, I have energy to move and to live and to just exist. I feel like so often of the time we're trying to create these meals that are just so low calorie, but they're not actually giving us energy and they're not making us feel good. And I feel like, I don't know, they just make us hyper fixate on food. I'm not against any low calorie recipes because at the end of the day, if you want to lose weight and you want to lose fat, you have to be in a slight caloric deficit. But I think there's cool recipes to try, and then I think there's also just basic understanding of what it really takes. I don't know, like, I gain weight easy if I don't eat well and take care of myself and move a lot. And it's funny, like, I posted a video and it kind of went viral of just me sitting and like I said, just ate 4 whole eggs and all this stuff, and everyone's like, 4 eggs, like, good job, girl. But for so long, like, if you are in the fitness industry, you understand what I'm saying because so many people just eat the egg whites and we're just cutting, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but eating meals like this, trust me, eat a meal like this for breakfast. So satiating, so filling with everything. See how you feel. Deleted. I ate slow, I listened to my body, and I needed all of that. That was post-late day. I could still eat. But I also practice portion control. So I'm gonna go take a shower, and if I'm still hungry, I will eat after. It's a habit of mine to just want to keep eating after my meals, but I have to work on that too. Also, last tip, a lot of people talk about the order in which you eat your food, so I'd recommend like veggies first, then protein, then your fats, and then lastly your carbs. I think that's the best to stabilize your blood sugar levels and all that stuff. I'm not exactly completely educated on the topic, but I do know protein, fats.
Here's what I eat in a day and how I work out as a weight loss coach, fueling to stay lean, build muscle, and hit 140 grams of protein minimum. Good morning, you guys. It's 6:45. First, we have to start out with our electrolytes. These are the ProMix salted watermelon that I drink every single morning, first thing in my body. On Legion H&B, you can use code KSTORY for money off. This is for preserving muscle mass. The iconic duo, magnesium for some good recovery, and then fish oil because it's literally magic in a bottle. My women's multivitamin today. I just bought this, so now I'm getting better at taking my multivitamins to make sure I don't have any deficiencies. It's breakfast time. Plan is just to have something small. It's 8 o'clock right now. This is gonna kind of be my pre-workout. We're gonna go work out around like 10. Solo protein bagel, some strawberry cream cheese, and then a little bit of peanut butter and some sugar-free syrup, and it is so good. Mondays are always a glute and hamstring focused lower body day. I started out with my heavier compounds and then I move into my isolation exercises like these good mornings, prioritizing that mind and muscle connection over everything, and then our steady state cardio incline walk to finish us off.
Dinner hit differently yesterday, so we made the same thing for lunch today. We have sweet potatoes, except I caramelized some onions this time instead of doing Brussels sprouts because I'm out. And then we have some salmon over here roasted on the black stone. I'm eating everything with a side of sugar-free syrup. Here's how we do everything. I just throw my sweet potato whole like that into the air fryer. It's 6:10. Me and the husband are about to eat. Steak, pepper bowl with cottage cheese, barbecue sauce, avocado. I've already posted a video about this, so y'all can go try it out. We needed to dinner load a lot of protein in, and so we're doing that with this and dessert. Hi, and welcome back to the show of Kelly might actually be a genius when it comes to late night sweet treats. I've decided to add low calorie Carb Smart ice cream to my yogurt bowl. Yeah, you heard me. I got the brownie Carb Smart and I put that on top of a yogurt bowl that I made with some oatmeal cookies, Oreo thins, and this has like Samoa protein powder mixed into it. Oh my God. And this is rounding off our entire night. 171 grams protein. See y'all tomorrow for day 1 of 75 Health.
Skinny people do skinny people things, okay? And this whole Haley Fernandez situation with her not eating a hamburger bun and people thinking that it's so disordered, it really shows that people don't understand what it takes to lose weight and keep it off. I just don't understand what everyone expects out of leaner people. Like, the reason why she's thinner is because she eats less, and the reason why you're overweight is because you eat more, like you eat in a surplus. And if you think what she did is disordered, then you got something coming, because I think what a lot of people do is disordered. One, they hate their bodies and they literally do nothing about it. They just keep on eating and self-sabotaging. Or number 2, and most people are in this category, is they hate their body, so they start a diet. They have a black and white mindset, so they're overly restrictive, and then by Tuesday they mess up, and then they just binge the rest of the week, and then they start again on Monday. Like, that to me is disorder. Weight loss is a series of small habits that you repeat over time. And the reason why people binge eat and they have a hard time losing weight is because they think it's one massive change that they need to make in order to see massive results. But it's these small changes that add up over time. So her not eating the bread might not seem like a big deal, but if you do that multiple times, you eventually will lose the weight. Or if you constantly keep eating the bread and the fries and the milkshake, you will eventually gain weight. So if you thought what Haley Fernandez did was disordered, then I think we need to reevaluate and redefine what disordered is, because that was not disordered. I thought that was very healthy skinny girl behavior.
I've been getting lots of questions about how to manage losing weight, getting hotter while you have a full-time job, you're busy, all the things, right? I'm telling you, this does not need to be complicated. The things that I talk about are very, very simple, realistic things. If you don't have time to walk an hour every day, it's fine. If you don't have time to work out 5 days a week, it's fine. If you're trying to get skinnier, just make sure that you're minimizing your portion sizes, you're letting yourself get hungry before you eat, you're not overly stuffing yourself at your meals, that you are getting moving when you can, but like, these things are not a requirement. And what really matters is that you are in a calorie deficit, which can be managed strictly through portion sizing. If you're trying to get hotter, focus on the really, really important things, like paying attention to details like jewelry, doing your makeup. Even if it's 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, make sure you're doing your makeup every day. Make sure your hair is clean. You do not have to be perfect in order to be hot or skinny. And that's why I share what I share, because it can be super simple. You don't have to track every single macro and every single calorie. That's super unnecessary and sometimes just unhelpful.
People ask me all the time, how do I stay lean and fit without tracking every little thing? And the truth is, nothing is ever that deep. It's the little habits that you do every single day that count towards you getting lean. I'm going to share everything that are my non-negotiables that you should be doing too if you have the same goals as me. Number 1, I'm never going to shut up about it, and that is walking, okay? I make it a priority to walk 6 out of 7 days a week, and I walk for a long period of time. That has kept me leaner than any HIIT cardio ever will. I am doing some kind of weight-bearing activity or Pilates almost every day of the week as well. I teach Pilates and I do it myself, and I will say that I am doing an equivalent of Pilates 5 days a week. And not no normal Pilates, I'm doing some Pilates on steroids kind of thing, like sculpt type. Not classical Pilates as much anymore, but I highly recommend you start with classical Pilates. I go to bed early and I eat way before I go to bed. It doesn't truly matter what time you eat, but I've realized that the time I eat affects my sleep, and if it affects my sleep, it affects the next day. Make sure your sleep is in check. Find a way to fix your sleep. I don't care if you have insomnia. I don't care if you have anxiety. I don't care if you have long night or day shifts. Find a way to get good sleep in. There are supplements out there, magnesium, stress, yoga, meditating. There is something out there you can do. When there's a will, there's a way. And lastly, I don't stress or go on a spiral for eating a few cookies or going to a fast food place or missing a workout. Because if you spiral, if you literally just move on from that, and then the next day is a new day, you don't even remember what you did yesterday, I promise you, you will keep those good lifestyle habits for the rest of your life, and you will morph your body to its lean.
If a goal of yours is to look toned in 2025, this is what you need to do. You can't be afraid to lift weights, all right? I'm gonna show you what I looked like before I started weightlifting and I lost weight. This is me before I started my fitness journey. And this is me after I lost about 15 pounds. The way that I lost those 15 pounds is by doing HIIT workouts every single day. And I cut out all the foods that I loved, which was a lot of processed food. Pizza, ice cream, cookies, those types of things. But I was not eating any protein and I was not lifting weights. So that left me with a skinny fat figure, which is not what I wanted. This is a year of heavy weightlifting. Not only that, but I started tracking my calories and I increased my protein. And that allowed me to completely change my body composition because I lost fat and I built muscle, which is what gave me that toned look that you're going for. You can't be afraid to lift weights if you want to change your body composition. You need to be fueling your body in order to get those results. You need to eat enough protein. You need to eat enough calories. You can eat in a slight calorie deficit, especially if you're a beginner. Eat in a slight calorie deficit and start a proper training program, and you can completely change your body composition. It takes time. It takes patience. I'm not going to lie to you. Like I said, it took me about a year to see results like that. And I know the gym can be scary and intimidating in the beginning, so I would always recommend going with a friend or going with your significant other just to make yourself a little bit more comfortable. And also, the workers are there to help you. If you don't know how to use a machine, they're pretty nice. That's their job. They're going to come help you and show you how to use it, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Even me, somebody that has been weightlifting for 8 years now, you go to a different gym, there's different types of machines, and sometimes I don't know how to use them. I just go ask a worker. There's nothing embarrassing about that. We all start somewhere. Do you want to change your body composition? Don't be afraid of the gym. Don't be afraid of weightlifting. You can do it. I know it's scary, but everything's scary when you first start. And then it just becomes second nature.
That's a video, besties. I'm just here just to add on like what I think about today's video. In today's video, we're talking about slim girl secret that no one talks about. Bestie, let's start with the truth. Being slim is not just about genetics, of course. Some people have naturally fast metabolisms, but that's not their full story. Slim girls are often very intentional about how they treat their bodies. They listen. When their bodies are full, they stop eating. When they're tired, they rest. When they're stressed, they move, stretch, or take a deep breath instead of turning to food for comfort. This level of body awareness is a huge secret that no one mentions. It's not about starving yourself, it's about turning into what your body truly needs and honoring it. Bestie, another thing that slim girls do differently is that they don't let food control their emotions. You'll notice that many slim girls or slim people don't eat out of boredom or sadness. They find ways to cope with their feelings, going for a walk, journaling, or calling a friend. They have built a relationship with food that's healthy and balanced. They understand that food is fuel, not a reward or punishment. That mindset shift alone can change your entire life. Bestie, slim girls also have subtitle routines that keep their bodies active when they're not working. It's not always about going to the gym. Many of them naturally incorporate movement throughout the day, walking instead of driving short distances, taking stairs instead of the elevator, cleaning their home energetically, or stretching in the morning. These tiny habits add up over time and help maintain a lean physique without making it feel like a chore. So let's also talk about something that often ignored, portion control. Slim girls know how to enjoy their food without overdoing it. They don't eat until they feel stuffed. They eat until they feel satisfied. They also eat slowly, giving their bodies time to send the signal that they are full. This small change alone makes a massive difference. It's not about restricting yourself, it's about being mindful. You can eat your favorite food and still stay slim if you practice balance. Bestie, another secret that no one talks about is hydration. Slim girls drink water, a lot of it. It helps with digestion, energy, skin glow, and appetite control. Sometimes your body is not hungry, it's just thirsty. They also tend to choose drinks that don't overload their system with sugar. They prefer tea, infused water, or black coffee over sodas and sweetened juices. It might seem like a small choice, but over time, those small swaps make all the difference. Let's not forget sleep. Slim girls take their rest seriously. When you don't sleep enough, your hormones go out of balance, especially the ones that control hunger and cravings. Lack of sleep make you crave sugary, help carbs food for energy. That's why proper rest is not just for beauty, it's for weight balance too. Slim girls prioritize their bedtime because they know that recovery is just as important as effort. Bestie, something else you notice that many slim girls have mastered the art of confidence. They don't consistently compare themselves to others or stress about their scale. They have found peace in their bodies, and that calm energy reflects in their appearance. They move differently, they carry themselves differently, and that inner confidence often translate into discipline. When you love yourself, you are naturally taking better care of yourself. Another quiet secret is that slim girls eat real food. They stay away from too many processed meals and focus on whole natural ingredients. Fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. They don't demonize carbs, instead, they choose the right kind. They might enjoy rice, potatoes, or pasta, but in balanced amount and paired with fiber and protein. It's not about eliminating food, it's about making them work for your body. Slim girls also don't obsess over every calorie. They eat nicely. They learn to trust their body's signals when it's hungry, when it's full, and when it just needs hydration or rest. This comes from consistency, no restriction. Over time, they build habits that naturally align with their goals, so staying slim doesn't feel forced, it feels like the normal lifestyle. They also keep their stress level in check. Chronic stress make your body hold onto fat, especially the belly area. Slim girls may not talk about it, but they often have routine to relax, meditate, journaling, spending time outdoors, or doing something creative. They protect their peace because they understand that a calm mind leads to a balanced body. Bestie, slim girls know that confidence is more attractive than perfection. They don't chase impossible beauty standard, they chase feeling good in their own skin. They celebrate small victories, wear clothes that make them feel beautiful, and maintain a mindset that focuses on healthy oversize. The real secret is not about being skinny, it's about being consistency, mindful, and kind to your body. So when you see a slim girl, don't assume she's lucky or that it's just genetics. Behind her appearance, there's like a lifestyle based on small intentional choices. Eating mindful, staying active, managing stress, and practicing self love. The truth is, there is no magic diet or shortcut. The real secret is balance, something quite sustainable and deeply personal. So that's the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.